Hello everyone, the City Spin here, bringing you guys another album review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Vince Staples album, Vince Staples. Now, before I get into the review, you might be wondering, Seb, why are you wearing a beanie? It looks ugly, it looks fake, you might be saying, and there's actually a reason to that. So basically, I had to get a picture done for an ID, and I decided to go to the barbershop, so I told my dad, hey dad, can you take me to a barbershop? And long story short, I got a really bad haircut. And it's not just your typical bad haircut where, oh, it's a little bit ugly, like it's a little bit uneven. No, this haircut makes me look sincerely 6 years younger. I look like a little child. Not that I don't already, but still. It's essentially a bowl cut, so I'm just going to be hiding it from the public forever until it grows out. But anyways, onto the album review. Compton rapper Vince Staples is back with an album 3 years since his last album, 2018's FM, and this has easily been his longest without any project, starting with his debut EP, Hell Can Wait, and then years on, every single year after that, he's been releasing something, with 2015's Summer 06, an album that at first I didn't like, but nowadays I do enjoy quite a bit. And then in 2017, Vince released his best album, in my opinion, 2017's Big Fish Theory, an album that is easily one of the best of the 2010s, and it's been heavily praised from other people and me, because it's basically all killer, no filler. Now in 2021, Vince is back to deliver a self-titled short album, this time produced by Kenny Beats. The album starts off with Are You With That, which has a nice instrumental and these yeah ad-libs, and then Vince starts rapping about all things like his upbringing, and this track is pretty good and solidly introduces the album. And then next is Law of Averages, which is another single on the album, actually from mid-June all the way then, and this track flows better than the previous. However, it's ruined because it doesn't really go anywhere, which is a common theme with this album, so keep that in mind. It doesn't really go anywhere, and it's just kind of a boring song. And then next is Sundown Town, which has this nice beat with peppy 808s and like these distorted vocal samples, I guess, which add a nice touch, but again, the obligatory, this track doesn't go anywhere, and these songs end so weirdly on this album, and I've realized at this point that this album would be good to study to, I'll say that, but there's just not too much going on at this point. And then next is The Shining, which is an alright song that doesn't really do much, but at the end it fades out, which is something that I hate when songs do. Like, they just keep playing the song and then it just fades out a little bit towards the end, which I think is just overdone at this point. It would have been, it was good in the 60s, alright, don't get me wrong, but nowadays it just doesn't really work. And then next is the song Taking Trips, which is a lot more energetic, and it's a song that works way better as a song where not too much happens, you know, like, with all these songs, not too much was happening, and this song works better at that. And then there's this, like, voice recording / like, interlude kind of part, and it's pretty good. And then next is The Apple in the Tree, which is the shortest song on this album, being kind of an interlude, and it includes this voice recording again, and, like, kids in the background screaming like they're on a playground or something. It's not bad for an interlude track, but not too much happening again. And then next is Take Me Home, which is more textured and interesting, and includes this like chorus with vocals from Fouché. And I really like Vince's flow on this track, and the lyrics aren't too special. They're kind of similar to the last lyrics, but they're definitely good. And the ending, however, leaves much to be desired. And then next is Lil Fade, which suffers from starting out good, but overall meandering like all the songs that have happened on this album. This song makes me imagine that like every Vince Staples fan is like a teen who wears like all Under Armour and like always have their eyes slightly squinted like this. And then next is Lakewood Mall, which is another very short track, and it's easily one of the most interesting songs on the album despite being how short it is. And it has this like voice recording again and like female vocals that fade in and out, and it's really great. And it's kind of what I hope for in this album whenever like I saw that it was only 22 minutes long. And then next is which is the last song, and it's basically Stimple's. And then the last song is which is another song about Vince Staples talking about his adolescence and him growing up, I guess. And relatively, this is a stronger song to end the album out on. And it finishes with another voice recording again. There are just a lot of those on the second half. So now that I finished this album, what am I left with? This album is boring most of the time, especially after FM, and even more especially after Big Fish Theory, which just banged. And it's not even boring with a purpose. A lot of the songs are like half-baked and just lacking, but hey, at least I wasn't completely in pain the whole time. I just wish the songs A didn't meander, and B start off strong and end abruptly or weirdly or just strangely. It sometimes feels like a redundant album because Vince keeps the same tone throughout the whole time, which I guess is for lyrics over music or whatever, but it doesn't really work since the lyrics aren't anything amazing or like new territory. I guess if you like that though, that's fine. I'm feeling a light 6 out of 10 on this album. That's about it, guys. See ya.